Blessings, everyone. Okay, okay, let's see. Welcome to the Fox Trap, baby. Welcome to the Fox Trap, baby. Why? Because Foxy T is the best tea. Use caution when you sit me. Say, good morning, good morning, good morning. Blessings, everyone. Blessings, blessings, blessings. See me? I had to take a sip of my coffee. That's a lot of foam this morning. It's covering my coffee. Okay. Okay, good morning. Good morning, guys. Hope y'all had a good Veterans Day. It was the Veterans Day. That's what. Hope you had a good weekend. Okay, and I just want to say thank you to all the veterans. Also, my mama is a veteran as well. Thank y'all for y'all service. Okay, blessings, blessings, Jamie, blessings, blessings. All right, real quick before we get into the reading, I just want to say during the Witchcom, I was playing around with the with my little subliminal printer or whatever, and I burnt it, but trial and error, trial and error. As long as I got my grandmother up in there, that's all I was worried about. Okay. And like I wanted to say too, because I feel like that I have to say this to you. So, like I said, trial and error. This is my oldest daughter. She graduated from high school, in 2020, but I burnt it up here. You see how it's a little dark right there? Trial and error, right? But my little daughter is graduating from the 5th grade on the 6th. So I may have had these. You get what I'm saying? And you see how I got a little better? I didn't really burn it. You see what I'm saying? Okay, all right. So boom. The reason why I said that, because let me cleanse the space too as well. But the reason why I said that, collective, is because beautiful pictures. Thank you so much, Jamie. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. And the reason why I said that, right? Hey y'all. Hey Isabel. Hey. So the reason why I say that is because you could be in a space of trial and error, doing something like you try your best. Things might not work out how you wanted to work out, but you keep on going and you end up finding out like those techniques by you having trial and error. Look, burnt the top. You get what I'm saying? It's darker than the other. I was able to learn what what to do, what not to do. Sometimes we don't even know. We don't have to know what to do. We just got to know what not to do, and that will lead us to what to do. That's what I was trying to say. So I'm gonna get that energy up ahead. Get us a little one too up in here too. Do the blue stage too as well. It won't help. It won't hurt for us to get a little one up in here too as well. Okay, collective. I hope y'all had a good weekend this weekend. I kind of, even though I rested, I really didn't do much of nothing. I feel like I had a good time. I was good. And here with my family, my kids and everything. Well, my youngest ones. And, got a good old message from my oldest one. Loves her down. You understand? And spend time with my mama. Amen, amen. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I'm trying. Okay, all right. I wanted to be able to so y'all can see when I put the cards down. Okay. So when it was it was pretty good. I just hope that y'all weekend was good as well, collective. And you probably so like I said, collective. The reason why I don't know, I had a reason for me saying it. So I felt like, yeah, you could be doing something. You could be doing something new, trying something new, or maybe it's not really something new. Maybe it's something you always wanted to do, but you found the energy to actually go and do that right now, right? So by you actually doing it, instead of you, and I'm saying this, instead of you being discouraged and stopping, and just not doing it no more, not completing, being like, oh, I burnt it, so it's just over. I ain't gonna try again. You're not doing that. You're not letting that. You keep going. You're trying a different thing. You learning from your mistakes. So right now, collective, you could be learning from your mistakes in some type of way, and it's making you better. That's what I'm getting. Okay. So sometimes I try to pay attention to what is going on with me sometimes, and try to figure out like what is the message that I'm really supposed to be getting out of this. And even though I messed up, I think that was the message is that that don't mean stop. If anything that you're doing, that doesn't mean stop. Just because you might have messed up, you might have relapsed, you might have whatever, it could be anything. You could have chewed somebody out and you was trying to work on your healing. It doesn't matter. You don't stop. Don't stop doing what my eye was twitching. Don't stop doing what it is that you were meant to do for you. Because, like I said, trial and error. That's what helps you be able to perfect it. You can't get to perfection without trial and error. They say we learn gifter. And yes, Joel, yes, grifter. Oh, you said grifter. And Jamie said, we learn and we grow from learning. Yes, amen, amen. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Faith. You have faith that came out, collective. Faith came out. Okay? They say, I am confident I will achieve my goals. I live in the present and have faith in the future. I firmly believe in my value within the universe. So you know what potential you have. You know what you could bring to the universe. You know what you're meant to do, even though other people might be like, "Oh, I don't think you should do that. Oh, I don't think that might, you know, like for instance, oh, I don't think you should do that. That might make some people upset from losing the people. You it might disturb some feelings that they might not want to. What? I was meant to celebrate my people, celebrate my ancestors, and this is 4 generations on my mama's side. My mama, her mama was my grandmother, her mama, and then her mama. You see what I'm saying? I needed and you have to understand. My grandmother went first, young, went first. Okay, she was taken from us. So instead of acting like she don't exist, I don't like that. It's not many pictures of her. There's not many people who say anything about her or whatever like that. They kind of really only focus on the grandmama, my great grandmother, which I love her, and I mean I got a chance to really be around her more. But at the same time, I still have somebody I directly came from that I feel like should not be covered up just because of their circumstances. Ooh, and that's the thing. So something must happen tragically. So, and that's the thing. She was taken tragically. So I guess the tragic thing was by her being gone tragically, they didn't want to upset my mama. You know what I'm saying? She only child, so you know what I mean. They didn't want to upset her, but not bringing her up, not support, like celebrating her birthday when her birthday come around and stuff like that, not going to the grave site and stuff like that. That, in a way, could hurt her as well because it's like you're just trying to wipe away like she didn't exist, and that's not. And somebody could be trying to And that's the thing. And that's the thing. Celebrating her life and celebrating her life, like what she did and what she was here and what she contributed to the universe and the world. She is not how she went. Like how she went is not who she was, like in all that she was about. So it shouldn't be just about the tragic thing, and that's why you keeping quiet about her. How about say the other stuff? What about the rest of the stuff? Her life here on Earth. You get what I'm saying? So somebody could be just. It could be something tragically that happened to you, right? Or that happened, right? And they could be only focused on the bad thing about you, collective, instead of realizing that that's not all you are about. Okay. Jamie said they say I'm not supposed to do what Jesus Christ does, but that's what the creator put me on the earth for. Exactly. I don't know who said that you're not supposed to do that, but why not? Why not? If it's true, if it's actually in you, if you was called to do that, you would be doing the Lord a disservice for ignoring their signs, for this, ignoring the gift that He gave you. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. So a lot of people, it might be you have faith and you know what you're meant here to do, and your value on earth was. And instead of people paying attention to your value here on earth and what you contribute to this earth and to, you know, to the world, it's like somebody is focusing on your mistakes, your down, the maybe when you was down in some type of way or you wasn't living correctly, they're paying more attention about that and labeling you or just thinking that's all they think of you. But the thing about it is, people crack me up because you know what I'm saying. And I heard something that really resonated with me, and I feel like that I needed to say it today. But it was like, don't you know how people will be go to be Christians, right? And they be like, I gave my life to the Lord and everything like that, and it's like, cool, cool, cool. Don't you did they been but they did some stuff and been in a certain type of life that made them feel like they had to turn to the Lord, right? That made them want to turn to the Lord. So why once you get to the Lord and you get a part of the Lord's house and everything like that, why is it that now you turn your nose down to the people that was where you were at when that's what brings you to the Lord, right? Dang, I was trying to read it, Jamie, it took it away. Dang. I was thinking you about to put it again. I was about to read it real quick. I don't know why I was retracted, but they don't want how to get it out. So um, but you see what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, I thought I was about to move. I was gonna pay attention. Um, so that's what I'm saying. So it could be somebody that's sitting up there harping on the the bad that you used to do, or a person could have came from the bad, found the light, but in some way looking down on the people that's still not doing right, and like, nah, stay over there. That you know, we don't need that over here. When it's like that's what brings you to the Lord. It was the things that you felt your mind was disrupted. You felt like your soul was disrupted. You was at your breaking point. That's what brought you to the Lord. But you telling me, oh nah, stay over there with that. Stay over there. They the people that's gonna come that needs the saving. So are you saving people? Or are you just pretending and acting like you holier than thou just because you might not be a savior? I get it. I get it. Not everybody had that gift, I guess. Or not everybody, some people just worry about themselves. What? Here and now? Here and now. You say here and now, collective. Hear me now. It say the future does not exist. And the past is gone. I focus on the present moment. I tried to save everyone around the world. Is it okay? Yeah, I was trying to hurry up and read it before they took it. Um, I'm elaborate on that in a second. So the future does not exist and the past is gone. I focus on the present moment. I have confidence in life again because here, now, there is no danger. Everything happens when my soul is ready. So, like I said, when you going through that stuff, and like James says, that she try to help and save everybody around the world. So it's not even, oh, you're doing this, dude doing that. She's not turning her nose down at you, saying you can't do this, you can't do that. No, because that's not what saviors do. That's not what healers do. That's not what. That's just not in us to do. To discriminate and nothing like that. No. So what this is saying is also saying the same thing. Is saying that the past is gone. Like I said, they worried about your past. They worried about the bad thing or whatever like that. But the thing is that you need to worry about the present moment at that moment. So worry about, so whatever is happening to them to make them want to go to the Lord or whatever the case may be, don't be turning your nose down at them and be looking at them like, nah, you no, like nah, you ain't of the Lord, you ain't this and this and that. But ain't that where you came from? Didn't you have to come to some realization that you wasn't living right or correctly for you to be able to start living correctly? You get what I'm saying? Oh, my bad. I forgot to put y'all on Do Not Disturb so you won't be interrupted. My bad, y'all. Yeah, I know better. My bad. But isn't that what happened? Like we had to went through the mud or went through some trials and tribulations, some type of way of feeling like we had to survive in order for us to go towards the Lord and get some type of healing or something. You get what I'm saying? Like a lot of times it just be not making sense when it boils down to actual Christianity type of things. I love the Lord. I love the Lord. You get what I'm saying? But at the same time, and I love the Creator. I love the Creator. I'm gonna say it like that. So whomever what the name is, it doesn't matter to me. The Creator, Creator, source, whatever. The first, like I love them because if without them I would not be here, right? But a lot of little things, you in the Christianity, like in the church and stuff, that it seems a little hypocritical. Yeah, hypocritical. They look at the places I go to help save people's soul. They don't like it, but I have to do it. Oh, because the places you go to. The thing is that it's not about where you. It's not about where you go. Like, you know what I'm saying? And yes, they do. If people need help, they would try to they would try to come to a church. Yes, but honestly, they could just get on their knees, and churches be in within you. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter where you are. You get what I'm saying? You never know when somebody might need that or whatever. And a lot of times, the people that be in those places like that, they be needing it the most, but they be in those spaces to like get their mind off of the fact that they need it. You know what I'm saying? Like those spaces is like a crutch because it's really not healing them, but it's a crutch that's helping them survive or go to the next day. And keep it so on and so on. Like how sometimes people may drink. I'm not really talking about the social drinkers. I'm talking about the people that may go to the liquor store, go get a bottle because they have issues fighting some demons in some type of way. They just got stuff on their mind, bills or whatever like that, and they feel like they're getting a release for that moment. It it helps them, but it's a temporary fix. They know what they need, but at the same time, they might not know how to get it or whatever. And sometimes it's best with some when if you like follow your lap type thing, where it be like, yeah, this was meant for me, you know, because I know I needed it, but like God will give you what you need. God will place the people where they need them at the moment. Okay. Hi, remember me? Hi, Georgia. Yeah. Hey, Georgia. Hey. Yeah, Georgia Brown. Yeah, Georgia. 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 So nah. But hey, how you doing? Hey, we love you up in here. Thank you for coming back, boo. This is what we talking about. We coming back. I love it. But yeah, collective. So it doesn't matter. Return to the heart, collective. Return to the heart. And say, I breathe light and stick to the essential for my soul. The present moment. I calm my thoughts. I focus on my heart and find space to be where my light and greatness are. I find peace in the silence. Um, yeah, you're paying attention to your heart and you're paying attention to what's in your soul. So if it's telling you that you have to go down to the club, because in the club we all fam, and where it's like drinking and stuff like that, that doesn't mean that you have to participate or take part in what's going on. You could have a club soda. You could have a Pepsi. You know what I'm saying, on the rocks. That's it. That's all that's in there. You know what I'm saying. You could just be sipping on that and this and that, and it just so happened to be at the right place at the right time. Like to the Christians of Christianity or whatever, it will be the wrong place, but it might be the right place for you. Like it was good that you was there because you might have been needed in that space. You get what I'm saying? Nobody said you had to sit up there and participate. Yeah, drinking, you know, doing all of the things, you know, all of the things, right? All of the things that they say you're not supposed to do, and you all up in there like, yeah, nobody said that. You could just be in the corner. You could really be having, you know, soda, little peppers, little Coca-Cola. You know what I mean? Soda in your cup, watching the game. Listen, okay, you could listen to the music. You could be in there. You don't. Nobody said you had to sing along. If they feel like that, if they feel like, oh, you got the devil's song, the devil's music. Who said you had to sing along? You just there, and you might end up being there, and then by you being there, because you just getting a peace of mind, or whatever, or you just feel like you was called to be there. Sometimes stuff just tell you like, hey, stop in there. You don't even know why, but then let somebody you have CPR. Credentials or whatever like that, because I got CPR training and everything and AD training or whatever from being a security officer. But say something happened, I tell them what the creator has me to tell them to save their soul. Yeah, you can say that too, but at the same time it's like that is good, but at the same time just be there when it's needed. You know what I'm saying? You will feel it though. Like you'll feel it if you have to say, if I should say something or I shouldn't say something. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, if like say you could just have a healing spirit, you know what I'm saying, have the right words at the right time, right? Or you could just have CPR training or something like that, and something may happen where it be like a person just fall out for some reason, and they like it's a doctor here, it's somebody, and then but you since you know CPR training, you at the work, you getting to work, you helping, you I mean you was at the right places at the right time, or let's say like you just have a healing spirit, you had the right words to say, you know what they need to hear, or whatever like that. Say somebody might be really going through it, or they really, or it seemed like a fight, almost like they get into it, almost a fight about to break out or something, but it's like you able to say like this de-escalate that situation by just saying a couple words to somebody, or saying, or trying to helping prevent something from happening, and you was at the right place at the right time. You get what I'm saying? Knowing that you wasn't even supposed to be there, but something told you to be in there, because of course, I mean, it's gonna be a lot of people that need healing there. That's what they in there for. They self healing. They self. They in there. Everybody in there self healing themselves. They like, yeah, I'm having a good time. Yeah, they think they having a good time. They think but they trying to release themselves from the stress that they have back at their house, or back at home, or their daily, weekly trials and tribulations or whatever like that. They trying to give their mind a break or whatever like that. So they feel like they're healing themselves by being in there, but the whole time they might really need to come across somebody that know a little something that they can slip them that card and talk to them later if they need to. It's like, you don't have to talk to me now about it, or whatever. Or I could just be a good friend. You could just come off looking, seeming like a good friend, a genuine person. Maybe they might be $1 short, and you got the dollar for them. You get what I'm saying? And then you end up feeling seeming like a blessing to them. Thank you. But you had it to give. You get what I'm saying? And you help that person out, even though they trying to get a drink or whatever the case may be, or whatever. It was the gesture, and the gesture could possibly have them attracted to you to the point where they're like, hey, you seem like you're a good person, without like that. Like, oh, you could be a good person or whatever. Like, can I get your number, something like that, or whatever. And it don't always have to be romantic. Yeah, it be people in there sense of, because they under the influence, a lot of them do be thinking a little romantically. But once you sober up the next day and stuff like that, you probably wondering like, why I got this person number, whatever like that. But then at the same time, you probably try to talk to that person and end up that person just being a real good platonic friend, somebody you really really needed. And you be like, I can't believe I met you in the club. Like, what was you even doing in there? I don't even know. I wasn't even really supposed to be there. That's what's crazy. I don't even normally go there, because he puts you where they need you to be. And the thing is like, you're, instead of you worrying about what other people think, instead of you thinking what you worry about what other people think, or where other people think that you should be or where you shouldn't be, you're remaining yourself in those spaces, so it doesn't matter. As long as you remain yourself in those spaces, then that's what's going to help you grow and keep continuing being who you are, and that's how you're going to be able to help the people that you reach or come in contact with, because you still remaining being yourself. It ain't like you're pretending to be them, or pretending to be something you're not, you know. And that's how false prophecy come about, because you're pretending to be something that you're not. You're not doing it. And you seen that pop out. So what is that? Choice. It said, can you tell about my career? Choice. I do personal readings. I do personal readings. I will do a 30-minute personal reading for you for only $3. You gotta cash at me, but you gotta hit me in my DM. Go on Instagram. Go on my Instagram, and my Instagram is Foxy T, all one word, but it's spelled just like this right here. So it's FOXXITEE. Once you go in there and say you wanna read or whatever, you just say your name, and then you be like, "What's your cash app? I'm ready to send the $3." You just I give it to you, whatever like that. I will give you a whole 30 minutes, just you, me, and you reading for you. You understand? And it's gonna be detailed, really, really, really detailed. That's fine. It's just $3. I be trying to just get a little gas money. That's it. I don't need much. you know. Choice. But you have choice. And say, I choose serenity, light, and positive energy. No matter what I go through, I choose happiness. I rise above fear and direct my thoughts to God. So you, like I said, you're in those spaces, but you're choosing to remain the same. You choosing to remain yourself, no matter what you go through or what spaces you're in. You're choosing happiness. You get what I'm saying? You rise above the fear, and you direct your thoughts straight to the what? Creator above. You understand? So you're not letting the things or the environment around shake you. But that's the thing. People will tell you you can't go certain places, or they look frown upon certain places that you go. But evil and the devil is everywhere. We are everywhere in the world, in the hospitals, in the church, in the library, at the mall, in the supermarket, everywhere. So you can't get away from. You can't be like, oh, that particular thing, that particular. I get it. You ain't supposed to be going. I mean, I get it. Casino, I get it. But some of the casinos got the good food. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, yeah, and they do say that you gotta watch that too because the spirit, the evil spirit be on the food too as well. The stuff that you consume. So it'd be hard for you to be passing up those strip club wings. Them wings be good. you know, you ain't supposed to be in there. You get what I'm saying? But you might need to be in there for some reason. Maybe you needed to change somebody's mind or perception about some things. Because maybe while you in there, you eating your good old wings. Not in your business because you eating your wing. You know, somebody might see you and be trying to talk to you or whatever like that. And you like, oh no, I'm just here for the wings type thing. Right? And they just like, oh, I just can't believe I came across you, somebody like you. I would have thought that you would have been like that. And you might have changed their perspective about what they want in a woman, like, and be like, yo, she wasn't even supposed to be there. She's not even into that. She was just there for the food, bro. Like, and she is the type of woman that I would really settle down with her. I would really be with whatever. But they'll, even though you might not be the particular person to be with them, right? It might change their mindset though of what they looking for, and they might spend less time in the goddamn strip club and more time looking for women who you embody what you have. You know what I'm saying? And you just never know. You might change their perception. Girl, I like the chitlins. I like chitlins too. You know what I'm saying? They be good, girl, with a little hot sauce. What you talk about? Give me some. You said don't gamble is not good for you or your family. You don't have to gamble. You don't have to gamble. That's what I said. Don't get on the like, don't get on the slot side. Nah, you try to eat the chicken tenders and fries because it's good over there. Then I get it, like, but you don't have to. Nah, you don't have to get on them slots, y'all. You don't. You don't. You don't. Affirmation came out. Affirmation came out. I listen to myself and acknowledge my needs. I assert myself and retain my power. I am brave and gentle. I don't have to be afraid of others. I respect myself and I am respected by others. So when so you could respect yourself and you are saying affirmations to yourself. You love yourself. You know what you're worth. You know who you are. You're not letting nobody else tell you anything different. That, like I said, that you have that inside of you. So you not. It doesn't matter what space you are in. You always embody who you really are. It's nothing nobody could do. You talk too well about yourself. You talk too well to yourself for somebody else, or for it to bother your spirit or your soul when you are in those spaces with stuff that doesn't align with you. Now, can you remove yourself? Yes, you got the power to do so, but you also got the power to stand firm into your belief and might shift the other person's perspective as well. That's how much power you had, though. You get what I'm saying? That's just what it seems like. Okay, so it doesn't seem like you was meant to put on this earth to just be a yes man or a yes man or yes woman. You are making choices out here. You get what I'm saying? You making choices. You're affirmative when it comes to yourself. You act. What came out? Action. Action came out. Collective action. And creation came out too right behind it. Creation came out too right behind it. So I'm gonna read action first. It's a my divine action incites love and harmony. I am aware of my thoughts and driven by positive forces. I listen to my heart. Okay. My desire to manifest light transforms test into growth, challenge into opportunity, and fear into love. So anything that's happened negatively is getting turned or transformed into something better or something that's going to help you and the others around you. You understand? For the betterment of y'all souls, period. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you have creation. So it say, I have the power to direct my life with a constructive attitude. I create what is best for my soul. I firmly believe I can transform and improve my inner and outer worlds by turning every thought into affirmative action. Y'all seen that? I act in the image of God and bring light into my life. So you got affirmation, action, and then this said you turn everything into affirmative action. What? Right after it. Really? What I just said? What I just said? It doesn't matter because you speak so highly of yourself. You turn everything into affirmative action, into something that helps your soul and how you think about yourself and the world around you. Oh, it's gonna help the world around you. And regardless, like I said, I think collective you are not nobody's yes man or yes woman. You're not. You're not just going, yeah. You right. No, you ain't doing that. That's not who you are. You disrupt some things. You come in and you set the record straight. You know what I'm saying? But that's the thing. People not gonna like that. People not gonna like that when you set the record straight because they're comfortable the way they are. They're comfortable in that spot, and when they comfortable in that spot, you come in and you shaking things up. They don't like that because sometimes in order to fix things or better things, you have to change what is going on in the present moment. People don't really like change when they're comfortable in that skin that they're in. You know what I'm saying? It seems very comfortable for them. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody doing it the same way. Because doing something different just feels uncomfortable. They don't like that. You understand? They don't want that feeling of uncomfortability. Yeah, or however you say it. You get what I'm saying? They don't want to feel that. And they might not be strong enough to even handle that. But you, on the other hand, you are okay with that. You don't have no problem with feeling uncomfortable. You get what I'm saying, and doing what you have to do, especially when it's for the betterment of the world and you as well. They Jamie said they don't like the truth. They do not. They do